This is Chrissy with Our Dead Empire. This is my very first video for this channel. I'm struggling so much financially along with so many other Americans now that I thought it would be maybe a good idea to document the things that I am going through, okay, just to survive financially. I live in rural Alabama. As you can see, it's very beautiful here. It's gorgeous. The bad part is there's not a lot of resources here for people that are in trouble financially, especially for someone who doesn't have any family besides my two sons and I. Most people in places like this, these communities, they have family, friends, but we don't have anybody, not locally. We moved here 9 years ago to Homestead from up north, and it's been rough to say the least, and a culture shock as well. So I wanted to introduce myself. How my struggle began is I was working like 40-60 hours a week, and I had an accident. This job was a very abusive job anyway. Gaslighting, abuse from coworkers, toxic environments in these places and a lot of these factories. I did robotic welding. I walked out one night. I couldn't take it anymore, and plus I was really dizzy. I already had health problems, autoimmune illnesses, and serious arthritis. And after that, I was just going to get another job. There were still jobs out there a few years ago, guys. You know, there were, unlike now. You could take your pick, you know, back then. Well, I had an accident at home, broke 4 bones, was bedridden because one was a foot that was really messed up. The bone never did heal right, and Medicaid doesn't pay for surgery. They don't pay for shit here in Alabama, including dentist, which my teeth are all fucked up too. Excuse my language, but it's my only outlet for my frustration so far, which is not illegal, at least not if I'm not in public saying it. So here I am. I never dreamed I'd be out of work for 2 years. I don't even know how we've survived this long. I really don't. I want to introduce myself. I'm doing some crazy shit, you know, just to survive, and I'm going to be showing videos of that. I know that a lot of people in America can relate. Maybe we can, if nothing else, you know, give each other suggestions where to find help, how to cope, you know, pointers, you know. If we come together and help each other, it sure makes crisis a lot easier. I'm 55 years old, by the way. It's not easy, you know, finding a job at this age anyway. But it's almost impossible now for anybody, especially a job that I can physically do. I'm still recovering from my accident. But anyway, I wanted to reach out to those that are also going through this shit. I know that there's millions of us now. Homelessness is at an all-time high in America, well over 1 million. That doesn't include the people sleeping in vans, their vehicles, you know. It's absolutely outrageous that we treat our American citizens like this. Seniors are having to choose between their medicine and food. This is not what people work for their whole life, you know, only to retire and then starve. But that's exactly what is happening, and I know people, you know, like that. I see their posts. I see posts of people begging for food on Facebook, literally. So I'm going to sign off now. I wanted to introduce myself, and I hope you will subscribe. This is like a fine art form, getting by on next to nothing, and many people besides myself are learning it. I want to provide tips, pointers, things like that, my experiences. Alright, our Dead Empire signing off. Thanks for listening. I hope you subscribe and see my videos in the future.